this tutorial is going to walk you through how you can apply a patch to a Drupal module using both the command line to apply the actual patch on a Mac computer, as well as uploading that patch, the patched file via FTP back to your server. And this tutorial is going to use a Pantheon account as well to do that. So the first thing you need to do is you need to find the patch for the module that you want to download. And in this case, the patch is part of the TellView module. And we know in the issue queue that what we're looking for is a functionality associated with a particular issue. And so we're going to go to that issue and we're going to find the most recent patch that was applied. And if reading through this thread, it tells us that the one in number 5 is the one that we want. So once you get to the patch, you can go ahead and, if you want, click it to take a look at it. That will show you what the actual patch file code is. And we'll keep this up here because we're going to download this patch. Sometimes you experience an HTTPS issue when downloading patched files, so you can actually remove the S from the HTTP and reload the page. Oh, it actually puts the S back, but you can copy the URL for that. So then you would want to open your terminal application, which in your Finder is going to be under your hard drive, applications, all the way at the bottom under utilities, and the terminal application. So once you have that open, you're going to need to also have a folder downloaded where you can patch the appropriate file. So what I've done is I've FTP'd into my web host, and in this case it's Pantheon, and what I want to do is I want to bring down the currently existing files that I'm going to patch. So on Pantheon, your code is in your code folder, and then you would proceed to your modules folder. And from there, I know that what I want is this TellView module. So I've put a folder on my desktop called Pantheon, and I'm going to download the TellView folder to there. So the first thing I need to do to apply the patch is, using the terminal, I need to go ahead and switch directories into that folder. So by default, when you open the terminal, it's going to put you in your home folder location, and you need to change the location to get into whatever folder it is that you want. So if you want to follow along with this online, there's also a complete tutorial on Drupal that shows you how to apply patches. So Google search will bring you to the applying patches discussion, which is the first entry, and if you go in there, at the bottom there's information on how to apply patches on Mac OS X. And so this will actually walk you through how you can navigate to a different folder on your computer if you need to follow along in more detail. So as I said, I put a folder called TellView on my desktop, and so the change directory command is cd. So I'm going to cd into my desktop, and then a slash suggests the next folder you're going to go into, and then, as I said, I put a folder called Pantheon in there, and I'm going to put enter. And the ls command shows you what folders and files are actually within your current folder. So I'm going to type that, and I can see I have this TellView folder inside there. And so again, if I look at my FTP client, I can see I downloaded that TellView folder, and so I actually need to go into that in order to download the patch. So again, I'm going to issue the cd command, and then I'm going to go into the TellView folder. So now, if you go back to your actual patch file, which, if you recall, we want to do an HTTP download, not an HTTPS download, I'll copy that URL, and what I'll do is I'll issue the wget command, which means fetch that file. So I'll type wget, and then I'll paste in that URL and hit enter, and that goes ahead and downloads that file for me. So now if I do an ls, I'm inside the TellView folder, I can see I downloaded this file. That's a patch file. So then all that you have to do is issue one command to patch the appropriate file. So again, if we go back to the Drupal patching page on what to do, it actually tells us right on this first line of code all we have to type. So we issue a patch command and then a couple of flags, and then we route to the file that we want. So the way that would look in this particular case in terminal is I would type patch -p1, and then I would send it to the patched file in my directory. So you can copy this, or you can just start to type it and then hit the tab key and it will automatically fill it. And then if I hit enter, you'll see it says it's patching what files it's patching. And in this case, it only patched the modules/telviewpush module file. So really that's the only file that's been changed that I need to upload to my Pantheon server. If you're confused on what to upload, you can always re-upload the entire directory and overwrite what's existing on your server now. But again, as I said, it's just this one file that's been modified, so I'm just going to upload that. So I'll go into the actual TelView folder, into the modules folder, into the TelView push folder, and then from my local directory, I'm going to go to the same place and I'm going to upload the modified TelView push module file. And that, if I replace it, will put my new file on the server, and I should be able to see that functionality on my development server. So I can clear my cache and I should be able to see what that patch provided.